Would you trade $300,000 for a $500,000 per year salary? Seems obvious, right? And you never have to work for anyone again? That's not a scam. That's not fantasy. That's the M&A industry that we are in right now. And quite frankly, that's what wealthy people are doing right now, using one of the most powerful strategies in business. It's called leveraged buyouts. And today I'm going to watch a video on social media with you, and we're going to react to that video, and I'm going to explain exactly what this introduction was just about and how you could actually do it yourself. Let's do it right now in 3, in 2, in 1. Before we get into this video though, I want you to make sure that you scroll down, look at the description, and there's a VCR roadmap that I put together. It's basically everything that I actually consult with my clients in regards to personal readiness, financial readiness, business readiness, valuating their company. It breaks everything down to you and it's free. You could actually put a valuation on your business. I teach you how to do it in the roadmap and also the steps you need to take to increase your multiple and increase the valuation of your company. And it's all free, VCR roadmap. Go ahead and download it. And also, if you have a company and you want to know whether you're exit ready or not, I put together an assessment. It takes 90 seconds for you to complete some of these questions, and it gives you your score, description, and everything that tells you exactly how ready your business really is. And if it's still confusing for you, you could book a call with myself or one of our advisors, and we can really break everything down for you. And then like, subscribe, share, bell icon, all that stuff. We're trying to really grow this channel so that we could really hit home to a lot of these business owners that really don't know about exit and don't know about their options and everything that they've got. So go ahead and make sure that you share this with everybody. Follow me on social media, and let's get right into the Instagram reel right now.
Would you buy a $500,000 salary for $300 grand? I mean, that's what the wealthiest people you know do over and over again, and it's pretty simple. They just buy cash flowing assets. But I'm not talking about real estate, because that takes years to get a return on your investment. What they buy gets them an ROI in under a year. They buy businesses. Here's the money glitch. A small business making $800K in profits sells for around $3 million. You can buy it for just 10% down using an SBA loan and seller financing. So you pay $300,000 up front. The business keeps making $800 in profits, and you'd pocket around $500,000 after the loan payments.
Yeah. That's basically what really got me into this. Leverage buyouts. What leverage buyouts are is basically you can take a loan out, an SBA loan that could offer you up to 90%. And you could basically buy a business for that. And if you calculate it correctly, the way this video describes is $800,000 in profit, which is that's a great company. The amount of money that you would have to pay back on your loan on a monthly basis compared to the amount of money that you'd want to pay for your salary, you'd still be netting $500,000 in profit for yourself as a salary. And you've got a lot of different options that you can do with that as well. And I'm going to get into the whole teaching of this, but I just wanted to give you my natural reaction where, if it's a business where maybe it was very owner dependent, you could take that $500,000 and you could offer $150,000 salary or less, $100,000 salary for a role that we call an operator, or like a COO type, to really run everything. You go on Indeed and you find somebody with experience in the industry that you just bought into, and they could actually take the ship and start running with it, and you could just continue to scale it. It's just the leverage buyouts that we're gonna talk about today. It's very, very beneficial because the SBA offers 90%, and then plus the seller financing that's included, typically around 20 to 15% is what they offer in seller financing, which means you don't even have to pay back the additional 20% to the seller that's selling the business. You pay them back over 2 years typically. So it's really, really great opportunity for someone who doesn't have too much money to really buy a successful business. And I'm sure you see it all the time on social media. So let's get right into this, more of a reaction to this video and what it really breaks down and how it could actually help you. Because what we just watched here, it's not just some like Instagram nonsense. I mean, this is super legit. That's the blueprint for the smallest entrepreneurs and private equity killers used to multiply wealth without risking their entire life savings. These government-backed money, seller financing, and cash flowing small businesses to create insane ROI with minimal personal capital, it's happening all over the place. There's books about it all over. You could go ahead and follow Cody Sanchez and some of these other influencers online that are teaching you exactly how to do it. I totally recommend her book as well, and some other books also. Another great book that I would recommend, just because I just feel like recommending to you, is I call it the Bible of buying these businesses. It's called Buy Then Build That's like the Mecca. You want to read that book first. So what I want to show you today is exactly how it works. And if you're serious about actually acquiring one of these existing businesses and you just don't want to be rich on paper, but you truly want to be free as well, I'm going to tell you exactly where you start. My name is Vince Perry, and I'm here to share with you a tool that can literally transform your business. The name of that tool is called Jobber. It's a CRM, and it's a top-rated field service management app. It's honestly trusted by over 300,000 pros. It centralizes quoting, scheduling, invoicing, and payments into one streamlined platform. The mobile app, by the way, incredible. It does mobile quoting to GPS dispatch and seamless invoicing. Everything is organized and accessible. Whether you're in the office or on the field, you could use it flawlessly. Using Jobber can literally save you upwards of 7 hours a week just by automating admin tasks and enhancing customer communication. And what's even better is if you click the link below, you get it through us, then you're actually gonna get not only a 14-day free trial, but you'll get 20% off of the first 6 months that you actually use the software. In my opinion, it's a no-brainer. And by the way, they don't even take your credit card information during the 14-day free trial. So it's literally 14 days free. They don't ask you for the credit card until the end of the 14 days. And then when you do, if you sign up through this link, you get 6 months at 20% off. What I want you to understand is that you don't need millions to buy a business. It's just not the case anymore. You don't need to be a private equity shark or a private equity firm. You don't need to be a zillionaire. You just need to understand how to use leverage. Because with the SBA and seller financing, you could own a business generating $500,000 to $1 million in profit every year with as little as $300,000 down. That's not theory, that's actual math. Let me tell you why. Let's give you a nice fictional story, okay? It's not a truth, but it's definitely, I'm sure, based on a true story. We're gonna call this guy David. He's a mid-level sales rep. He's busted his ass for 10 years, and he's actually saved up $300,000 in commissions. He's tired of the corporate hamster wheel. He's tired of the sales calls. He's tired of door knocking, and he thinks it's about time to actually buy real estate. Maybe a fourplex, 7x return, slow build, why not? Nah, that's not the way you do it. Then he stumbles across a business listing. It's a plumbing business, okay? Home services, by the way, the best. This plumbing business is doing $800,000 in net profit. The asking price, $3 million. Sounds crazy, right? I don't have $3 million, David says. How am I gonna be able to buy this? But he learns about SBA, and the SBA loans him 90%. That's $2.7 million that they loan him to go ahead and buy this business because he only needs to put 10% down, which is $300,000. The rest, it's financed through an SBA loan, and there's a small seller carry where the seller actually provides a seller note to be paid off over 2 years as well. I'll explain that in another video. So he steps in. The key here is he installs a killer general manager. He tightens up all operations, and after all the loan payments, he's still netting $500,000 a year. That's 167% ROI, guys, in 12 months from one deal. Forget real estate right now. It's all about investing in businesses. And that's what it is. It is an investment. For all you business owners out there right now that you're running your business, you're just doing your startup, you're 3 years in, you're 5 years in, I want you to understand and think a little bit differently. Most people think when they're running their business that they're going to be doing this for the rest of their life. Maybe they're going to give it to their kids or whatever it is. Just still understand whether you're going to give it to your kids or you're going to do this for the rest of your life. It is an investment, and 80% of your net worth is inside of your business. So keep that in mind. Don't get so attached where the business becomes you. This is just an investment that can take you to a whole other level and a different life if you're able to actually maximize on selling it one day. All right, so I'm gonna give you just 5 quick steps on how you could actually do this, all right? It's gonna be very simple stuff, but I think you could take this somewhere. So step one is you wanna find a profitable business. All right. I think if you look really towards service-based businesses like HVAC, plumbing, landscape, logistics, stuff like that, I think you're gonna find a lot of good deals. You can go on Biz Buy Sell, and you could find different places. You can contact someone like me. I'm also a business broker where I could potentially find you some deals, and we could see if we could get you right. In the book Buy Then Build, he actually breaks down a formula that you could use so you know your exact criteria of what you're looking for. But make sure that the business is profitable. It's why when we set up businesses to sell, we want to make sure that that business looks as profitable as possible. You want to make sure that when you're looking to buy a business, that it's very profitable profitable, try to target $500K to $1 million in net profit. But if it's less than that, that's okay too. Just make sure that they're sitting at that 20 to 30% net profit margin. That's really where you want to be at. And that could really maximize your income as soon as you actually take over. Number two is if you're actively looking, get SBA pre-qualified. The SBA will finance 90% of the purchase price. I've already mentioned that. Work with lenders who specialize in acquisition loans. Guys, if you don't know one, send me a message. Literally, comment here below, and I could send you a couple of SBA bankers who could actually get you pre-qualified immediately. They care about cash flow and collateral, not your resume. They're going to ask you a lot of questions like getting a loan for a house. But you want to make sure that you are pre-qualified just to actually speed up the process. And again, if you don't know who or where to get pre-qualified, shoot me a message on Instagram, Facebook, or even just comment below here and I can connect you with the right people. Number three is you're going to have to structure the deal. Let's do the math again real quick. The business, $800K annual profit. The purchase price is $3 million. That's a 3.75x multiple. Your down payment is $300K. Your loan is $2.7 million. After debt service, okay, around $300K a year, you're pocketing $500,000. That's 167% cash on cash return in year one. Also, there's going to be a lot of other stuff that goes into the deal. This is why we do have business brokers. We have M&A advisors that work literally for me in my company, in our company, to make sure that you are good to go and ready to go and the deal is set up the way you have to get it set up. We're involved throughout the entire process. You'll want to contact a broker, M&A advisor, investment banker, somebody that can help you actually through this process. But I just broke down the math for you. That's something you can do on paper and you can figure out exactly how much you're actually going to be getting paid. Step 4 is optional, okay? I strongly recommend it, especially if you're that profitable already. I would install a general manager or what we call an operator. If you're not the operator, bring someone who is. Give them equity if you want. Pay them well. Get them aligned. All right. Your focus is going to be on system strategy and ultimately scaling the business. I would say probably leading a little bit more towards marketing, but that leads me on to something else. If your strong suit is marketing, you're going to want to find a company that's strong in operations. If your strong suit is operations and systems, you're going to want to find a company that's already strong in marketing so you can come in and you can implement what you're good at. But either way, if you don't want to be working in the business so much and there's not already a GM in place and maybe it was very owner dependent, you're going to want to try to make sure that you have enough room there on that salary, that $500K, where you could literally put another $100K or more, where now you're left with $350 or $400K, so you could put towards a manager, general manager, operator to actually run the day-to-day routine of the business, and preferably someone who's already experienced in the industry. And then the last one, roll up and scale. This is something that people don't talk about, okay? Once you get going, okay, I want you to use the cash flow to potentially acquire similar businesses. Okay. Now there's two ways of doing it. It's called a strategic buyout, right? You're either looking for a business so that you could get more customers and get more cash flow, or you're looking for a business that's in your space, in your industry, but provides a service or a product that you're having to purchase. So let's say, I don't know, you're a manufacturing company and you install all of these things and then you acquire a company that actually provides the materials that you actually have been acquiring from some other company. You go ahead and acquire that company. Now you don't have to spend that money on your materials anymore because you own the company. That's just another way of doing it. You want to just consolidate operations, you improve margins, and you increase your exit multiple. As soon as you purchase and roll up another company, your multiple just significantly gets much larger, right? You could sell it all in 3 to 5 years for 5 to 10x EBITDA. That's how you go from $300K to a $10 million exit like that, guys. I know it sounds easy and it's not easy. It's a lot more complicated than what I'm getting at. But I just want to tell you that it actually is possible. So before we recap, I just want you to make sure, go down, take a look at, if you're a business owner, I know this video is more for people who want to actually buy a business, but if you are an existing business owner, you're going to want to take a look at two things that we've got below. It's the VCR roadmap that really breaks down exactly what you need to do to increase your valuation. And then also the exit readiness assessment. Just see how ready you are and really breaks down everything into the 4 capitals and really rates you on that. And if you're confused at all as to what that score is all about and why you got a low score or a high score, you could book a call with one of our advisors and we could really explain that to you. So let's go ahead and recap. You can buy a business earning $800,000 with just $300,000 down. You could walk away with $500,000 a year in profit. SBA loans, guys, and seller finance make this all possible. They will lend you 90% for you to go ahead. And then I would also tell you, if you operate smart, you scale fast, and you roll up another company that in your industry, you could increase that multiple and you could exit freaking rich. Take some time, but it's totally possible. So here's what I want you to do. Here's your homework for today. So first thing I want you to do is I want you to go to bizbuysell.com. bizbuysell.com. I want you to find 3 businesses that are for sale. I want you to run the numbers using the breakdown that I gave you earlier in the video. Then I want you to book a call with a business lender this week. So I want you, let's do this. I want you to call me or message me. I will refer you to a business lender who could actually get you pre-approved. And I want you to start building your acquisition team. Action creates momentum, guys. Feel free, again, comment below, send me a message on Instagram, send me a message on Facebook. We could start working together to make sure that you could really just take your life to a whole other level by literally following the steps that I gave you in this video. So that's what we got, guys. Again, make sure for the exit ready business owners, download the VCR roadmap. You will not be disappointed. Take the exit readiness assessment. It takes 90 seconds. And make sure that everyone watching likes, subscribes, shares, bell icon, all that stuff. You're going to want to go into the rabbit hole of all these videos that we've been making every single week. Take a look at the podcast. We've got some great guests that are all business savvy and also just interesting people. I think you're going to like it. And that's what we got, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. That's what we got for this week. We'll see you next week. Peace out.